the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Tony Nwoye, says the election was marred by irregularities. Speaking through his running mate, Dozie Ikedife Jr., he says that the party will decide on the next line of action.
Agents collaborated with APGA. Our state chairman, Barrister Mekibe, was detained at some point, and that's very sad. And a lot of our party supporters were detained. Our party functionaries were detained. And many of our agents did not get to the polling units or to the polling centers till maybe about 10 a.m. And before they got there, a lot of the ballot boxes were already stuffed by APGA agents. But however, Dr. Tony Nwoye says he's taking everything in good spirit and that he's leaving everybody to be judged by their conscience. However, the party leadership say that they're examining the whole process. They'll sit down, look at everything that happened, and then at that point make their determinations. But
now, Ikedife also accused the Independent National Electoral Commission of manipulating the figures in favor of the ruling All Progressives Grand Alliance.
The results that the INEC released, it's way beyond the voting, the number of people that came out to vote in some polling centers. But be that as it may, Dr. Nwoye says he has accepted everything that happened, and we just wait on the leadership of the party to come up with their own position. However, if the APGA-led government had allowed the will of the people to count as far as the election is concerned, we will be having, Tony Nwoye will have been announced as the winner of the election. But because of the kind of person he is, he says he's accepting what has happened. And he also knows that it's God that anoints the people's leader. He offered himself to serve, and as it is right now, as it stands right now, Governor Obiano has been returned as the winner of the election. And we're accepting it just the way it is. And we wait for the leadership of the party in the state and national to come up with their own position.
Now, with me in the studio is a political analyst, Ayodele Adewale, to talk more on the election results in Anambra State. It's good to have you join us right now.
Thank you for having me.
Now, the election was seen to be generally, averagely free and fair from what we heard from observers and what we heard from INEC itself, in as much as they had some issues here and there. But the PDP candidate, Obaze and Tony Nwoye of the APC, are saying there's lots of irregularities. What did you observe? Well,
there are so many things that are going on within the election period and all of that, and at best, the other aspirants have noted some irregularities and they flagged it off. And like Tony Nwoye said, he has put everything before the party leadership for them to take a decision. And at the fullness of time, that decision will be taken.
Are we seeing likely litigations and going to court after now?
It's most likely. It's most likely if all of these allegations are proven to be true, with substantial evidence. Definitely, the rule of law must take place.
Okay. Now, one of the statements that the PDP candidate Obaze made, or Siloka Obaze made, was that it wasn't possible for the APGA to clear all the 21 local governments and one in all of those units, including where is the stronghold of the PDP and where is the stronghold of the APC?
Well, so many things are possible. So many things are possible, but in this case, they have overwhelming evidence to prove their case. And like the running mate of Dr. Tony Nwoye said, that a lot of things are being put together and submitted to the party leadership. The party is supreme. Yeah. The party will take a decision. I mean, let's take a cue from what happened at Ekiti State. Remember that the Dr. Fayemi, a nice man, very good man, immediately congratulated the opponent. But you and I saw what happened thereafter. Yeah. We saw the audio tapes and so many things. Does that presupposes that the election was free and fair? You understand? Things go beyond ballot stuffing. There's a lot of things that could happen and can compromise the electoral process. But like the running mate has said, let's wait for the decision of the party.
Okay. Now, when it comes to political calculation, there 37 political parties fielded candidates, and about 4 political parties were the major political parties. But we were thinking that the lesser of the 4, like the UPP, for instance, would have, and even the PDP, for instance, would have gone into alignment and realignment with so many of the 37 political parties that's called some 2,000, some 3,000, some 700, and all of that, just to collate all of those political parties. But we didn't see them doing that.
Well, that's the beauty of democracy. That's the beauty of democracy. And people believe that, look, having given a fair playing field, they can win the election. Some believe that they can turn the table around at the dying minute. Some also believe in coalition, while others are there just to, you know, mark the books that I did contest at a certain period of time. But our democracy is growing. It will go to an extent that alliances will be formed. I mean, if you look at the APC, how it sprang up, it was alliance from a product of alliances, and we will get there. And that means that politicians also must continue to talk across the divide, even at the full nerve of the swing of electionary campaigns. You must continue to talk, you must continue to negotiate, and particularly talking with people that share the same ideology, not strange bedfellows.
All right, we've seen some level of continuity of ABGA in Anambra State, just like APC continued in Lagos. At this point, would it be wise to say that it seems ABGA has come to stay with this landslide victory they have secured in this election? Well,
we will be committing historical harakiri if we are going to compare ADACN all the way down to APC development and an achievement with that of the ABGA ruling state in Anambra State. Quite frankly, a good observer will tell you that most of the votes gotten by ABGA there were more of sentiments. People believe that this is the only Igbo party and we must preserve it. Some believe that it's Ojukwu party, we must preserve, forgetting that Ojukwu itself was driven with an ideology of development, not of a party, of development. I want to develop my people. Okay. I want my people to
So it transcended, you went beyond the party divide.
It's more of sentiment, sentimental votes. And sentimental votes cannot give you development. It can't give you development. If you equate the resources gotten by the Obiano-led administration and with what they acclaim as achievement, it doesn't go pari passu. You understand? That is why Dr. Tony Woye was saying that, can you judiciously account for all the money gotten, either IGR, either federal allocation, or what have you, even grants? Can you sync it to what you have put up as development? And the answer is no. So we should move away. We should move away from sentiment. Like I tell people, I will never sacrifice competence at the altar of self-pity or sentiment. No, it's totally wrong.
Okay. Now, former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, when he was leaving, at least he had the perception of the fact that he did so well. The perception reports showed that he did well for the people from all the reports we got, and he brought in someone who should continue. But eventually they fell out at a point. But he, in his complaint, if you listen to some of his statements and reports credited to him in recent times, criticizing Willie Obiano, it shows that he hasn't done anything much for the people after he left. But the report from the people are saying that they are satisfied with Willie Obiano. How do you reconcile that?
Well, their relationship is not ideologically driven. Okay. I don't think they share the same ideology. I think it's more of sentiment that I believe this can carry on with what I think it should do. And it also does not show that they are well bonded and sync for the same purpose and all of that. That is why they need to come learn in Lagos. You need to come learn in Lagos and see how things are done. Or from the Awolowo dynasty, now a Siraju dynasty going on, before you throw your weight behind any individual for elective purposes, you must be very sure that the system you have created, do they have an atom of understanding of what it takes? Because here we are building a system, not individuals. And if we are building a system, we must follow the templates of the system and all of that to achieve a purpose.
Whether the individual is there or not.
Or not. It is the system that will lead you along. It's like a map.
Okay. Ayodele Adewale, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.